you out. But just drop any background noise. Good to see you this morning. Teddy, enjoy those beautiful scenery out there. Can't wait to see it myself. Happy Tuesday. Big waves out there to you. Come on, get them going. Get them going. Get them going. This will make you smile right here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Even if you're watching the recording. Okay. So let us know where you're tuning in from in the comments below. Chats, comments. Love to hear from you. The word for today is triumph. Triumph. Yes, yeah. Melinda's throwing her hands up. Let's see them again, Melinda. Woo! I love it. I love it. So, triumph. Actually, Coach picked this word, and so here's. I'm just going to come from, and I'm going to read, but I want you to kind of focus in right here. I hopefully can set the tone. Okay. Can we show that picture, Anthony, real quick? I want you to think about this. Triumph. Triumph definition says a great victory or achievement, to prevail. But Thomas Paine said the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. And I think about this picture, and we have some veterans on here that has served our country. And we really so much appreciate you and give you honor and glory for what you did to protect our freedom. But I thought about this, and as I thought about triumph, I thought, man, could we really experience the victories, the opportunities to prevail, the opportunities to have triumph in our life or in war, if it didn't come without if it came without conflict? Like the harder the conflict, I mean, can you imagine at war? Like, I can't even fathom, like, the trials, the tribulations, the obstacles, the things that they continue to soar through. And then I think about my life, and I think about how brittle I am, that when things come my way, sometimes I want to cower down. I want to go hide up under a rock. I want to pull the sheets over my head. Somebody says boo to me. Somebody says they don't like me. Somebody says I'm in one of those things. Oh, it hurts my feelings so bad. But what about those people that really triumph in our world? What about our veterans? What about the people that's fought for our freedom? What about those obstacles they went through, those challenges? Thank the good Lord above they didn't go hide under a rock, because we wouldn't have the freedoms today without that, without their triumph. And so the best way I can sum it up today in my talk is Theodore Roosevelt, 1910, from his speech, Citizen in the Republic, said this. And some of you might have heard this before, but if you'll just zone in and stop what you're doing for just a second, like listen to these words. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong the man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives violently, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. That, to me, ladies and gentlemen, sums up triumph. That, to me, makes me look in the mirror and go, Brent Palmer, what are you doing? Are you the man in the arena? Are you the person that's cowering down to the world around you? I hope I'm the man in the arena. Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Okay, thanks, Coach. I love that, the man in the arena. It's so powerful. So thank you for sharing that. Before I get started, I wanted to say happy birthday to Dr. Ginger. I think she catches our replay sometimes. So y'all might want to give her a shout out today. Dr. Ginger, happy birthday. So triumph. I don't know where that word came from, but it came yesterday, and I just texted right on over to my buddy Brent. He said, yeah, let's do it. So do you want to be triumphant? Of course we do. We all want to be triumphant. Sometimes when we go after our dreams, we kind of think of the wrong things. We ask ourselves, will people accept me? Will I be pushed to the side? Will I be accepted or not? That's kind of what happens if we're just really honest with each other. Most society simply want to have friends and be loved, then go after what they're born to do. And that's very unfortunate, but that is how the world is. I think that this mindset is the absolute biggest mistake that we can make on a daily basis. And I think that's why we have to fight so hard to stay away from that mindset. You know, in reality, our mindset should be, I'd rather have a few friends and chase what I love than live an average life and have all the friends in the world. I mean, I think that is what we need to strive for. If we go after everything we want with the belief that we can be triumphant, even if I don't get to the top of that dream or the top of that mountain, at least I know I gave everything in me, that I gave my absolute all. You know, we must let go of things that hold us back, especially the mindset that's holding us back. I mean, we got to let go of that. To triumph in life, we have to even let go of people. Ooh, that's not fun to say or fun to hear. We have to let go of people that are holding us back. We got to let all of these things go if we want to be triumphant. Now, we must focus on only the things that are going to move us forward. Stay with me here. Focus on that dream that we have inside. You know, sometimes the dreams that we have inside of us, because we're a little scared of our own dreams, we don't let them out. So start focusing on that dream that's inside you. When we focus on our dream, all it's going to do is just put us on the right path, y'all. When we do or follow something that is not our dream, we're going to be on the wrong path. Listen to your heart. Lean into your dream. You will triumph over any setbacks if you'll do these things. You know, some of you on this call, I'm sure, have turned your tragedy into a triumph. That is absolutely fantastic, and I applaud you in a huge way. But I want to share with you briefly as I end with one of the most powerful tragedy to triumph stories that I have ever heard in my life. I was blessed to be able to hear this guy firsthand. His name is Inky Johnson. And if you have never read Inky's story, I challenge you to do that. This guy was an everything cornerback for the University of Tennessee. He was in his last season. He was destined to be probably a first-round draft pick to the NFL. He lived his entire life from a little child up to his last season at the University of Tennessee, dreaming of getting to the NFL. He didn't work on anything else. He will tell you in his speeches, at night, when he was big enough to hold a football, he'd throw it up in the air and try to catch it in different ways. That's all he dreamed about. So that was his big goal in life. We was playing in the second game of his final season it was a non-conference game, which you don't want to say that they don't matter, but they really don't. Out of conference games are just prepping you to get ready for your conference schedule. I mean, Tennessee's probably annihilating Air Force, I think is who it was. And it's just an average hit, normal hit. You'll see it on the video. He hits a guy and he absolutely goes limp. Inky, from his neck down, completely just goes numb, can't feel nothing. They rush him to the hospital. I believe the biggest thing that happened to him was he had a torn aorta somehow. They fixed it. But what he had to live with, that's a dream he's worked for, this big, tragedy that he had, was he ended up being paralyzed in his right arm. So he was mad at first because that's all he had ever done. But God had a different plan for that young man. And the platform that he is on today is unbelievable. He's probably making and will make as much as he would have made as an NFL player, but the lives that he is impacting is unbelievable. So he turned a major tragedy, and he's living a triumph right now. And I challenge you just to look into Google Inky Johnson, listen to one of his speeches. He is phenomenal. But you want to know what a true tragedy to triumph is? That guy's got it. So anyway, I hope you're very triumphant today in everything that you do. Thank you for listening and joining us this morning, and everybody have a great day.
Coach, thank you for that. And I read your notes this morning and loved them when I read them. And I want to leave everybody with a question as we end, because this was a powerful word to reflect on ourselves. Are we doing enough? So I ask you, do you feel triumph throughout the week? This week, are you stepping out of your comfort zone? Are you taking risks? Inky Johnson did. Are you trying something new? He did. Are you willing to get dirty? Are you willing to accept failures as a natural part of achievement? He did. If not, what are you waiting for? No one is handing greatness. It's something that we've all got to go earn through due diligence, persistence, patience, and going and playing in the arena. Love you guys. Have a great Tuesday. We'll
Bye,
see you back
guys.
tomorrow.
Love y'all. Love y'all.
Blessings.
Great,
See you tomorrow.
fantastic.
Great. You guys.
Thank y'all.